Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our Interloper mapping challenge in the Long Dark. So we just arrived at the gas station here. And I'm just gonna quickly move through this and loot it. I need to come up with a place to spend the night soon. And I've also been starting to think about the fact that I'm probably getting close to the point where I'll be finished here. And I'll be able to start thinking about moving on. So since we're close to the exit back to Mystery Lake, I might leave a bunch of stuff here. And then I can sort through it when I leave. Okay, we got some crackers here. Oh, more in this box. That's nice. Kind of looked like there was something in that crate for a second, but I think it's just the light coming off of this blue shelf. Alright, let's step back here. So far I don't actually see a bed in here. Found so much food here. Okay, there's a drink here. I don't see anything in there. Nothing hiding behind the sign. Ooh, coffee. I've been wanting that for a long time. That'll make traveling around much easier, because I won't have to worry quite so much about finding a place to sleep right away. Alright, it seems to be everything on that shelf. These aren't items that I can collect or do anything with. Okay, there is a back room with a bed here, so we have the option to just spend the night here if we want to.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm gonna end up leaving all of the spray paint here, I think. Okay, there is a place to have a fire here as well. I'm just gonna leave that stump remover. Nothing hiding in here. Now, if the weather's still nice when I step outside, I should probably sketch this area on my map. I need to take advantage of times like this where it's relatively warm. Alright, a little more paper on the desk, and I think that's everything. Okay, so I'll use this drawer to store some firewood in. Let's see, put a couple of books in. I've already got cattail heads, so I don't need all of this tinder. You know what? I'm just going to transfer all of this. There will be plenty more sticks around. And eat the lowest condition items here that I'm worried about potentially going bad at some point. I don't think I need to worry about this drink. Actually, we're pretty much full on calories, so that's all I'm going to be able to eat for right now. We don't actually have that much water, so maybe I won't drop any of that. Alright. I'm going to leave these curing here. Got everything sorted by weight now. I'm going to need to do some crafting tonight with a bunch of that stuff. Got the tools I need. I think I can leave the antiseptic here. And leave the spray paint here. Keep those torches on me for now. And I'm going to leave some of these highest condition food items sitting here for right now. Okay, and that should be everything that I need to leave behind. So I'll just pick the ones that I'm not going to need to use anytime soon because they're nice and high condition. And maybe these. And I could probably get away with leaving some... Whoops, what did I just drop? Definitely dropped something that I didn't mean to. Those are new. These are not marked as new. They're 89% and 94%. Alright, I'm not sure what the deal was, but I definitely dropped something. Okay, so I need to make a note that I have food. I have saplings curing. Now, didn't I collect a bunch of saplings from over near the... Ah, this is the item that I didn't mean to drop. Because it's stale. Yeah, that's one that I was going to eat soon. Okay, so let's take a quick visit to the journal here. And we're going to note that at the gas station... What was it called again? Orca? Gas station, we have food, antiseptic, fuel. I guess I'll say that we have paint, but I mean, we have paint almost everywhere. And we have maple saplings. That was the other thing. Actually, I'm not going to bother to mark that because I'll probably carry those with me when I go. Now, did I ever collect those other saplings? Doesn't look like it. So when I go back over to the farm, I need to do that. Alright, last thing, we're just going to transfer all the cattail stalks in there, and then I'll keep 10 of them. Okay, we still have a fair amount of energy. I'm gonna step outside, do some mapping, and try to make it over at least to that house where I left the rabbits. The weather's a little bit worse for mapping, but I might still be able to pull it off. And I am fully warm. So when I came into the zone here, looks like I came out there and followed this path down and went left, and I never even saw this in the blizzard that I was in. Alright, let's see if it'll let me map. Okay, and that is the exit towards Mystery Lake. That was just about my last piece of charcoal. So let me step in here real quick. And let's see if this has any charcoal in it. It does. Just a couple of pieces, but I can always get more at my next fire. Alright, plenty of wood that could be broken down here. But it doesn't look like there's anything useful for me here. Source of leather there. And looks like there's a candy bar on the dash. It's weird to have excess food that I just don't know what to do with. Certainly happy to not be under so much pressure in that sense for a while. Okay, I do want to head back the other way before I get too tired, but as long as I don't see any wolves around here, I'm going to take advantage of this weather to see. It is starting to get late. I think I'll step a little bit up here and do a quick survey. Looks like there's a bus down there. Alright, let's stand here and do a survey. Starting to get just a little bit cold. There's a body across from the gasoline station. Interesting that this wasn't marked. I guess I can assume that there's not much of interest up this way. Prison transport bus. But yeah, there's nothing for me to do in here. Alright, let's get back over this way. The body marked on the map should be over here. Crows are up there, so it should be right up around here. Now, how close was that to the edge of my map? Pretty close, so I didn't actually map up in that direction fully. Nothing here. Looks like we've got sticks. There might be some mushrooms on these stumps. Let me step up this way first. This is the last thing I'm going to do over here because I'm really running out of energy.
drink almost anything about now.
Can handle that. Anybody around? Don't hear any footsteps. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much over here. I'll just go ahead and do another survey, and this should get me most of this area.
Man, if I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Eating up a lot of time. Alright, so we've got just more reishi mushrooms over that way in theory. Alright, I'll keep these sticks on me in case I want to make a fire over at that house. These must be the mushrooms. Alright, so I think we fully explored this side of the map. Looks like there's a little pass here. Let me step through there and see if it takes me anyplace interesting. I'm not going to gather all this old man's beard. The arch. Okay, so this just gives me a view of the town from this side.
The sun is setting.
Now I'm probably going to do a survey from up there at some point. So I won't bother surveying down here right now. Especially since I'm worried about light and exhaustion at this point. I already walked through there and didn't find anything. So the pond and the house should be back through here somewhere. Don't hear any animals except for that far-off wolf. Now, I think I did survey from the house up there already. I think the game is playing the Aurora music. If that turns out to be the case, I definitely won't be trying to trek across in search of the farm with or without my rabbits, because I do not want to run into a wolf. It's so nice having all this clothing where I can just be outside for this long and just not have to worry about my temperature. And I think I've got a few upgrades waiting for me back on the house in town, too. Definitely glad I dropped so much stuff off back at the gasoline station. Alright, is that the whole pond? Looks like it goes around this house a bit. And you know what? I'm not even sure. Let me go check these houses out back here. I'm not sure if this stuff is along that road, and so I already looted it, or if it's houses that I hadn't seen yet. Okay, looks like that's the road. Oh, cancel. Cancel that. Do not want to take any chances with a wolf getting me. Alright, there are some rabbits that I left out here if they're still around. Just step inside real quick, and maybe he'll wander off. Oh, it's getting dark in here. I can afford to use a little bit of my lantern fuel. Okay, there is a bed here. Good. I thought for a second when I saw the inside of this place that it might be in pretty bad shape. Does look like there is not much going on in this house. I'm just gonna check every corner, make sure I've gotten all the items. Wow, this is it. Doesn't seem that there's any cloth or anything that I could harvest in here. Okay, so we have 2 doors for getting into the house. And that's definitely the Aurora. So at the first sign of a wolf out here, I definitely need to go inside. There's the wolf. Where's my rabbit? There's my rabbits. As soon as I go to grab that, though, he's going to come after me. It's like I can step through here, though. Alright, I'm going to go for it. So he's going to be after me now. Do not want to tangle with an Aurora-empowered wolf. Now, one thing I didn't think about is these rabbits are going to be frozen. So I want to see if I harvest these. The hide takes me an hour with the hacksaw. I think it was taking me 40 minutes by hand when it was not frozen. And this is going to take me 30 minutes with the hacksaw, which I think is standard. Okay, so it being frozen doesn't seem to help me at all. This is a really short amount of time, though. It's possible that it actually is going to help that it's frozen for harvesting the meat. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to come back for this. Let me check my map. Considering doing one last survey outside. Let's see, where are we? Okay, I feel like I'm a little turned around. There's the gas station. There's the pond. So this is the house that I'm staying at. So yeah, I've already surveyed in the area of this house. Okay, so there's no reason for me to go back outside. Glad I got that straightened out. So I think I'm just going to do a bunch of harvesting and crafting here. So we'll start with the meat from these.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
I'm not going to collect anything other than the meat because I just don't... I'm not going to be here for long enough to use it. At least I'm not planning to. Alright, so I will start a fire and cook that in the morning. I also just have a huge amount. Need to make sure to go ahead and make all of this coffee before it goes bad. So I'll do that in the morning as well. Now, crafting. I've got a huge amount of natural teas and other things to craft. I'm going to craft one of these because I might need it. Actually, let me just craft two. I might need these in place of the antiseptic that I left behind. I think that's what they replace. And let's see. Just go ahead and make as much birch bark as I can. Keep an eye on my calories here. I'm fine for right now. I've got a huge amount of mushrooms. Let's see, how many rose hips can I do? 7. That'll take me almost 2 full hours. Well, I gotta do this at some point. And that might be the extent of what I want to do tonight. At this point, when I sleep for 10 hours, it's going to be almost noon. I'm actually starting to run out of water, too. Eat some of this low condition stuff. Let's see. Got a couple of stale granola bars. Okay, the rest of this I can hang on to. There's no real reason for me to eat any of this right now. I want to save room to eat all the rabbit meat in the morning. Okay, so it is very late. Don't need to do any more crafting, so I'll just top my thirst off and then we'll sleep. Okay, so it sounds like we got a little bit of a blizzard or a windy situation outside. I do have rabbit that is it's around 50% condition right now. Let me just see how bad this is. If this is just light wind, then I'll probably try to travel. Yeah, okay. I think what I can do is head off this way towards the farm. And I'm going to risk doing that with all the rabbit meat, because I have more rabbit meat over at the... is this a door here? Okay. I have more over at the farm, and so I'd just like to go ahead and get all that cooked up all at once. So I have quite a scent meter on me now. But I don't believe I'm encumbered. No. Let's drink some water. We already have a wolf after us. But I'm going to risk heading down here. Oh, that's a steep climb. I'm not too worried about the wolf as long as I have a pretty good idea of exactly where he is. Alright, he's starting to run a little bit to catch up to me because I got too far ahead. There's a wolf down there. But if I go this way... should be able to go around him and come into the farm from the back way. And I can still drop meat as decoys or use my flare. I have a few options for
I can't feel my hands.
Yep, getting cold really quickly out here, but I know exactly where I am. So I'm not too concerned. And if I run a wide path around this deer, then he may actually just go for the deer. It's like the deer ran off.
It's so cold. I'm gonna lay down for a bit.
I'm gonna give that other wolf a very wide berth by going up this way. Probably a little bit riskier than I needed to play this, but as long as I don't get trapped between two wolves right here, I'll probably be fine. Doesn't look like that other wolf is even on my tail somehow. Maybe I was upwind of him. Or downwind, rather. Okay, so we made it to the farm. This is probably a pretty good place to cook. Ruined. How ruined? Oh, 0%. Well, we'll see if that gets improved enough by cooking for me to risk eating it. It's only been there a few days. I guess it decays pretty quickly inside. Now, this is probably the last time I'm going to be in this area. So I'm going to need to analyze all the stuff that I have stored here. Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and start a fire. Should at least get some of this stuff cooking. Okay, cattail, torch, and book. One thing that I might not have given enough thought to is getting the
Come on, little fire.
cans and pots necessary to boil water and make the teas. Okay, so that's going. Let's get a little bit of fuel on there. And I'm going to save the rabbit for after I've made the tea, so I certainly want to make some water in here. Probably going to need a lot of water. And... if I had a pot, I would have put it there, I think. Oh, we have a bunch of cans on us. Okay. The water... Gonna make all water with this first set. And then we'll cook meats 2 at a time. I'm gonna cook those last. Okay, so we got about 30. Get one that's larger than that so that I have a good amount of time. One's also small. Cook those at the same time. Okay, so those should be the 2 large ones. Got a good 30 minutes before I need to do anything. And in that time, I'm actually just going to craft a couple more teas. So we'll do the reishi mushrooms. That'll be done in a couple minutes. While I'm fiddling with these teas, let's drop these smaller rabbit pieces off. Okay, so first things first, coffee. I'm gonna get all of this made. And do I have any other canned food on me? I could eat these peaches, or at least cook them to get access to another can. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just eat these very small pieces of rabbit. And let's see, maybe I can find some of these that are small. That one will be done almost instantly. That's a big piece. Okay. Okay, so that actually goes up to 50% condition. Coffee. Now, we want to do all the birch bark. Oh, and that sound that I just heard a second ago was my cooking skill increasing, which is one of the reasons that I wanted to do all this. So actually, now that I think about it, there's not much point in making more of these right this minute, because they're just going to be heavier in the form where they contain water. Alright, that'll be done in 18 minutes. This one will be done in 38 minutes. And that's everything. So where do I find my skills? Is that in my journal? Skills. So everything is level 1 except for cooking is now level 2, so I get plus 10% calories from any cooked food item. So that applies to these teas as well. Teas and coffees. Okay, so I have some food I need to eat in here. We've got... I don't know if this got the bonus of the plus 10% calories. Probably not, because of the exact amount. Thought that I had... more rabbit, but maybe I ate all of it already. Alright, the fire has 41 minutes left on it. I'm just going to make more water. I don't think I need it, but I was starting to run out here. I know I have more up at the... Like, I have a lot more up at the main house. Okay, we'll go ahead and eat this, since it's not in great condition. That'll be done shortly. This is ready. Go ahead and make the last of all my water here. So in 14 minutes, that rabbit will be ready. Now, what do I want to take with me here? We have a bunch of fire starting material that we simply don't need. I forgot to use accelerant, but I am going to carry that with me. I'd rather just use it up. Okay, and then over here, we have a decent hoodie. These can be broken up for leather, so I will most likely at least take them with me. We have a windbreaker I'm not going to need. We have a mountain rope. We have rabbit pelts. These are only 67% cured. 3 minutes left on the rabbits. Let me step upstairs. There is no upstairs. Okay, right. It's at the main house where I have the upstairs with all the extra rabbit stuff. So, 67% cured. I think that means that I have a full day left before I can collect those. It probably takes 3 days. Okay, we managed to get through all of that subpar rabbit meat without losing, without getting food poisoning. So what are the things here that I need to make note of in case I ever want them again? Really just the mountaineering rope. And that's something that's unlikely to be critical, I think, because I'll probably find more of them than I need. But as long as I can leave notes. Let's see, where are we? We never even made a note for this house. So you know what? I'm not going to bother with this. Let's see. Trappers, we have saplings. The gas station, we have stuff. That stuff's almost done. Grab that and put it on the fire before it goes out. Oops. Go. Okay, fine. Out of stock. Now add this. Okay, those are all boiled. I want to carry 1 can with me. And that'll be done soon. Okay, and it is now nice enough outside that I could do the little bit of surveying and other stuff that I wanted to do around here. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it right here with that save point as I walked in the door. In the next episode, I'll probably heat up a drink, and then we'll step outside and do some surveying and potentially grab a few more resources around here. And then what I may do is actually just carry these rabbit pelts with me back to the main house so that I never have to come back to this area again. Okay, so new episodes will be coming out every day, and thanks for watching.